Eravata, Pundarita, Vamana, Kumuda, Anjana, Pushpadanta, Sarvabhauma, Supratika.
Hello everyone, welcome back. I'm Addison Brown with Emerging World Project, and this is The Waterhole. Today we're heading north, back to Silla and her younger brother Anik. And yes, that matriarch who's been watching over them all along. You'll know her vibe if you've been with us since the beginning. This one starts slow, and that's on purpose. Before anything happens, we get to just sit in the quiet, in the noticing, in that space where we're learning to experience the true nature of our relationship with Mother Earth. That's where all the real shifts start, not in the big moments, but in the paying attention along the way. So settle in with me, something's coming. But first, let's just be here together. Chapter 3, Part 1, Vamana, the Kneeling. What makes potential choose to become real? The morning had arrived strange at Ulak Wake, oddly, too still. The island held its breath, that old trick it plays right before weather changes its mind. The air thickened, something was paying attention. Something was always paying attention, but this felt different, closer, almost personal, the way a held breath feels personal to whoever is holding it. Anik sat at the edge of the camp and watched the herd move through their dawn ritual, trunk against trunk, low rumbles that didn't stay in the ears, they went in through the chest, through the blood, and stayed there. He'd felt that 100 million times now, and it still undid him every single time. Marul Nuk Ok Salak, melting, had passed since the first encounter. Something in him had shifted, he knew that much, but the shape of the shift still eluded naming. Some things don't want to be named yet. They want to be lived in first. Behind him, Tuktu was testing Nuka on plants, the morning meal half forgotten between them. Cloudberry, Nuka hollered, with all the confidence of Kulit Pinan Kuksu youth could summon. And this? Tuku's voice patient in that particular way of someone born reading the land. Labrador tea. No. That fuzzy-leafed one? Fireweed. The names came tumbling, half right, and something else came with them too, quieter. The why and the what for, threaded in under the naming. Mountain sorrel, Tuktu corrected, steady and unbothered. The fuzzy one is Labrador tea. Here, he points. What's this root? Mashu, the sweet one. Right. And why do we gather it now and not later? There was a long silence. Nuka let himself not know, just didn't know. And then he let it sit there, unashamed, and something in that not knowing was a warm current, not a drowning. He leaned into the lesson. The island was listening too, cataloging Nuka's small, growing knowledge alongside its own, older by 10,000 winters, patient the way only something ancient can be patient with something young. Silla emerged from the shelter, moving the way she always moved, that fluid certainty that Anik used to envy and had since stopped envying, because now it just looked like her, the specific shape her attention to the world often took. She settled beside him on stone gone silver from frost. That old ache, the pang of always being a half step behind her, just didn't come. It had gone somewhere else. He didn't know where. "You seem to get really still when you watch them lately," she said, tracing a spiral into the frost with one finger. Her voice had that dreaming quality. "Something's changed." "Yeah, he searched for words. "Before, I was looking for what the old stories told me I'd see, trying to make it fit. Mammoth tails, sort of like forcing a summer parka over winter furs." Her fingers stilled. "And now?" "Well, now I just watch what's actually there." He pointed toward you, your trunk draped over the newest calf, half blanket, half vow. "See that? It's that thing that Atanek does when he puts his hand on our shoulders during the long tellings. Anchoring." The word dropped into the morning and made one ripple. Then it was gone. "Exactly. She's anchoring him. Everything the herd knows, she's making sure he can carry it forward." Silla studied her brother's face for a long moment. He sees the inheritance now, she thought, not just the memories, but how to hold them. Anik had never once in all his life seen his sister look so uncertain. "Silla, what's wrong?" She picked at something snagged in her bootlaces, not looking up. Then she answered. "I've been feeling what they feel," she said quietly. "I mean really feeling them, all the time, even in my dreaming life. But you seem to have found something else." "What do you mean?" She looked up, something surprisingly open in her face. "I don't know." The old ache, the slowness, the always behind, dissolved right there, in that Nuna whispered pause between them. "The day we found their trail," he said, the words tumbling quick and uneven, the same eagerness that had been living in Nuka's voice all morning. Anik continued. "You see, you felt how gentle they'd been with the willow bark, but I carefully watched every single movement. They strip it in these spirals, you see, never more than all sakla pinsut, and never from the same spot twice, so the tree can heal." "The care has a method," she murmured. She pressed one palm flat against the other. "A pattern, and the method comes from the caring." Anik's words picked up speed. "It's not automatic. Every single time they're choosing gentleness, choosing it." He pressed an ear close and looked at the herd, then at the boy. Not the usual curiosity. Something deeper moved through you. In that very gentle tulimak between heartbeats, the world opened wide. Moss, wind, every breath, every pulse on the island suddenly visible as threads, all of it running through your awareness, finding its own level. "She knows," Silla said, and the words drifted off downstream without her. "She knows what?" That we're both remembering, finally. Behind them, Nuka's voice spiked with fresh excitement. "Oh, Arctic cotton! And is that, wait, northern bedstraw or gallium?" "Same plant, different names," Tuku said, slightly chuckling. "What matters is knowing which part, for what, and when." "Flowers for tea, roots for red dye," Nuka proudly exclaimed. "Oh, and Eskimo potato. The elephants love those. Anik smiled. Nuka's hunger for the names of things had gone from curiosity to something closer to devotion since they'd started following the herd. Anik scooted closer to his sister, close enough that their shoulders nearly touched. The old rivalry between them had bent into something more like curiosity about who the other was becoming. The only reason, he thought, for the cause of that was the herd. That, and something he noticed in Silla he didn't have language for. Comfort in being in the world, without quite being of it. He didn't understand that, not one bit. He understood, at least, that it wasn't a license to take, or to break, or to walk carelessly just because you stopped belonging fully to a place. He was still untangling the rest. "You have such a gift for sensing the currents," he said. Standing, he offered his hand to hers. The why behind everything. The plant lesson behind them had turned to rapid fire. Crowberry, bog rosemary, reindeer moss, no, Caribbean lichen. Same thing. Nuka's laughter rang out across the meadow, and even you turned one amused eye toward the noise of it. Every plant name landed in layers, the surface word and beneath it, other names the island kept for its own growing things, the long conversation between root and soil that had been going on since long before anyone had a mouth to interrupt it. "He's getting good at this," Silla said, and there was real warmth under it. Far off, your trumpet drifted to them, almost a coo, almost a laugh, a sound holding in it that strange truth that the deepest teaching doesn't happen teacher to student, but rather sideways, student to student, each one learning from the other. Then the trumpets changed. They came fast now, urgent, stacking one on top of the last, and Nuka's voice cracked wide open. "The calf! The calf's missing! Something's wrong!"
Watching the herd move through their dawn ritual, rumbles that come in through the chest, run through the blood. Some things don't want to be named quite yet. The land is listening, cataloging our small growing knowledge alongside her very own, older by many thousands of winters, patient. The way only something ancient can be patient with something young. Stone gone silver with frost. Before, you looked for what the old stories told you you'd see. Now, you just watch what's actually there. Your trunk draped over the newest calf, half blanket, half bough, anchoring. Everything the earth knows, she's making sure you can carry it forward, anchoring. The method comes from the carrying, the spiral method from the spiral carrying. Gentleness. Choosing gentleness every single time. Gentleness. Between heartbeats, the world opens wide. Moss, wind, every breath and pulse on the island suddenly visible as threads. We are remembering, bringing the scattered pieces together again. What matters is knowing which part, for what and for when. Flowers for tea, roots for red dye. We move from curiosity into something closer to devotion, and then back into curiosity again, old rivalry bending into something more like curiosity about who the other is becoming. We're getting good at this, even when the trumpets change.
And that's where we're going to leave it for today. I am Lisa Lynn with Emerging World Project. I know, right when things were getting interesting. But that's the beauty of this one. It needed room to breathe before it broke wide open. Come back for part 2, and we'll pick up exactly where we left off. Thank you for listening to The Waterhole. Please make sure to rate, comment, and follow us. Find us at www.emergingworldproject.org. Oh, one more thing before I let you go. A lot of the words you heard today, ulak wake, ukiuk wheel, nunau whisper, well, those come out of the real Inuktitut and Gwich'in language traditions. Some borrowed straight, some reimagined a little in that same spirit. If you're curious about the full breakdown, we've put it in the show notes for this episode. Thank you for listening to The Waterhole.